going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown, just like that. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacey. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Shoots it to the left. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Scrambling away. Had to throw it before he wanted. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And this is why you don't want to get in these situations. 3rd and long, defense knows it's pass. They're playing pass, playing deep. QB has nowhere to go with the football, so he just throws it away.
He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Smothers. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Coleman's got it. Running through contact. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
That's a nice-looking catch on that play, and I know Texas is known for DBs, and they're known for having really good running backs. Not a lot of great receivers over the years. I'll tell you what, though, this guy has really showed up in this game. He's making plays, and I know they want to continue to build a legacy at this position here in this program.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
A big 3rd down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. Manning trying to quiet this crowd. Got it. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Well, offensive coordinators put in countless hours every week trying to formate and use different personnel groupings and shifts and motions to give their offensive success on 3rd down. You can tell in this game, this offensive coordinator, he has put in the work this week.
Makes a catch. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The Longhorns with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, the ground game. Maybe a crease. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorn.
And that's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, it's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage. Palmer, too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Long touchdowns are going to happen, and you saw it right there.
Coming out with it, it's Alexander. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Rebels offense is back on the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Unloads to the wideout. Pulls it in. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Rebels in the hurry up. Running inside, it's Lacey. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. Picks up the first down. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Lacey. It'll be a gain of 6. Sets up 2nd and 4.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB, scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. From the gun, wants to pass. Escapes the pressure going right. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
Great job rallying to the football by this defense. 3rd down, QB's trying to extend the play, but great team speed on defense, now setting up 4th.
They decide against trying the 52-yard field goal. Instead, the offense trying to convert a 4th and short. Going for the marker on the ground. And he's not even close to the line to gain, and the defense makes the stop. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Quarterback making adjustments. Keeping it on the ground inside. It Smothers. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. On the direct snap, it's Lacey. He's going to keep it. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain.
Well, not much the defense could do there. The defensive end crashed down thinking the running back had it, but nice job with the ball handling there by the QB.
Just trying to avoid negative plays, continue to put stress on the defense. That's what he does there.
And that's a play this guy can run in his sleep, too. They rep this over and over and over. It's like clockwork for this guy.
Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practiced, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
And he's swallowed up immediately, stopped right at the line of scrimmage. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Smothers. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
It'll be 3rd and long. Manning on play action. Finds his big tight end. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
And this offense has really showed me something today, man. They've already put some drives together and made some explosive plays, and now just executing on third down. They've shown you a little bit of everything, and this offense is looking like it's the real deal.
They finally make the stop, but the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play.
And this offense, right, they are in a groove. They are in a rhythm, just finding themselves play after play. Everything they're dialing up right now is working. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm not changing a thing. I'm going to continue to do what I'm doing because this defense has had zero answers.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They've made clutch, tough plays on this drive on third down. They need one more on 3rd and 7. Manning from the gun on third down. Working that left side now. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas!
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd. Man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Second down, he'll throw it. Here comes the heat. Trying to buy time. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Rushes on him. At the 40, there he goes.
Man, that's so frustrating, and it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Under fire. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Still running at the 40. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick him up and put him down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping him.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Stepping to the right. Fires on the move. He makes the catch. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Running the red zone, it's Lacey. Headed to the end zone. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. They'll run it on first and goal. Stopped in his tracks, and they'll have to try it again.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal.
Stack. Win.
Back to pass. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Now we got a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. It's third and goal and third and long.
Bridge.
From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Guys, they're going to pass on taking the sure 3 here and try to get the touchdown, and this is a pretty big gamble.
949 Rockstar. 949 Rockstar.
They'll go to the air. Starting to feel a little pressure. Fires on the move. Touchdown, Ole Miss! Gets it into the end zone.
And that's exactly what the offense needed right there. A touchdown here, and I know it's taken a while. They hadn't had a lot of success up until that moment. Late in the second quarter, they finally were able to punch one in the end zone, and that's going to give them some confidence now to take into the locker room here shortly at halftime, but they've got to play much better in the second half.
And he's not going to take the touchback. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Just enough time for one final play of the half. To throw, Manning. Pressure coming. Buried before he could blink. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. And the Longhorns trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap it up here in the first half. Stay tuned. Second half not too far away. We are just about ready to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Well, the defense knew coming into the second half here, they were going to have to crank up the pass rush, right? They've got the lead. They're going to be seeing this quarterback drop back. How can you affect him? You've got to win up front one-on-one and get home, and they did there on third down.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Crosses the 30. He's got away. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the first down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give to the back. Got enough for the first. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. And the Rebels want to move quickly.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Now adjusting. Trying to... There he goes! Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put him down and go get first downs, but I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out, and you can tell it's going to be a big part of the game plan.
Gets it to the back. It's a fumble. The ball goes out of bounds through the end zone. It'll be a touchback and a turnover for this offense. A first down run on the doorstep. He is denied, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
He'll toss it. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like, really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Rebels. They fought their way all the way back, and it's a one-possession game.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again, and how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here. Quickly out to the tight end. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain.
I know he's got the height and weight of a tight end, but man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field. For a big guy, very, very unique.
It's amazing how fluid and potent an offense can seem when you get a great pickup on first down, and the tight end's a terrific place to go.
Tight ends nowadays are kind of like cheat codes. I mean, they just know so much about right here. Seeing zone, know when to sit it down, boom, positive yards. Nice positive play for this offense.
It's got to feel good as an offense. That early in the drive, you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the snap, it's Smothers. Runs through a tackle. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on second and short. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's two runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Manning finds his tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. And the Longhorns want to crank the tempo. Manning lines up in the gun on third down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. Might be changing the route. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. The Longhorns line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Off play action on 1st down. Might be looking to run. They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line.
And because of the success that this quarterback has had early in this game running the football, if I'm the coordinator calling plays, I'm dialing up his number more. Design runs, and also telling him on the sidelines, hey, listen, remember, if it's not open, take off. Just go get it yourself. They don't have an answer for you right now. This is a big key for us to win this game.
Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set is able to rip off that one for a 1st down.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Now on the option. He'll pitch it. And the 4th option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the 1st option, playing the 2nd option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Back to pass. Buys a little extra time. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The Rebels want to pick up the tempo. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Got it. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Needs it to keep this drive alive. He's not going to get there. The defense was sure tackling to stop him a few yards short.
Yeah, and see, I have no problem being aggressive near midfield. I got no problem whatsoever. You get stuffed, but I think you have to show your team, like, we're going to be aggressive. We're going to continue to try to make it, even in the 2nd half when things are getting tight.
Oh, they're after him. They've got him. Great pressure by this defense.
Well, the defense, they're smelling blood in the water now. Of course, they've already knocked the starting quarterback out of this game, and now with the backup in, they're bringing more pressure. It almost looks like they're more excited to get after him. This is just a very excited, very emotional defense right now.
The give as they work on that clock. Maybe some room here at the 20. Touchdown, Texas! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
14. And he's going to try to return this one. Drills him with the stiff arm. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
With that penalty, the offense is backed up on 2nd down.
949 rock star.
Looking to fire. Quick completion on the out route. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Bought a little time, lets it go. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game.
All right, well, the quarterback's showing you he is human after all. Finally throws an incompletion, and not just that, after a couple completions back-to-back-to-back, almost throws a pick.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Here's the pressure. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And after failing to get that 4th down, it is basically desperation point now. Their defense has to come up with a quick takeaway or at least get a fast 3 and out to give themselves a chance to crawl back into this one.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
He'll take it himself. Tried to find a seam for more, but a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll take us to the 2-minute timeout. Sharks circling, crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. Now here's Manning. Spits it out to the back. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
I love the play design. I love the decision. I love the throw, and I hate the catch. That is a play you got to make on 3rd down.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line.
Ready. Black 18. Black 18. 4.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. After making the interception, ran that thing back to the 18-yard line.
And they'll take over 1st and 10.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Direct snap. It Smothers. And he stopped right there. No gain on the play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Manning to throw. On target. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. The Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Longhorn! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end, but all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass.
Number 44, set to kick off.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The option look. Now the toss. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. Hard running there. And he's wrestled to the ground. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Fires to the tight end. The offense takes a timeout with 30 seconds left.
Well, on a lot of 3rd downs, tight ends can be a quarterback's best friend, but especially this guy. I mean, he's got a unique skill set catching the football. He could be the primary target, not just on this offense, but on offenses all around the country as well. And on that 3rd down, really nice route, gets the separation, able to make the catch. They pick up the first, and they keep this drive alive.
It's picked off, and another empty drive. Got some room to run. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Arch is going to throw for it. Quickly to the tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. The Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Escapes the pressure to his right. Throwing on the run. He's got it way down the field. And he takes it in on the final play of the game. You play through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with the ceiling touchdown.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks